Hi guys, how's it going? On this second video, we're going to continue our series on how to be a successful English student. So, this second video, we're going to talk about grammar. Yeah, grammar. I know some people don't like it, and some people say it's boring, but it's very important, you know? Especially if you want to get into higher levels of proficiency. It's a very important aspect of the language. So, of course, you don't have to dedicate all your time to grammar, but it has its importance, okay? And well, like I said, oh, it's boring. Yeah, but listening to a broken English, it's also boring. Yeah, I said it. So now that you know that you have to build a foundation, which is the vocabulary, now you're good to go. You may start learning grammar, but don't worry too much about it. And there is a bus passing by. It's gone. Okay. Even though it's a very important aspect of the language, you don't have to go really deep into it, okay? You have to know the basics. Focus on what really matters. For instance, studying the verb tenses, that's a little bit important, right? Because if you don't know how to use them, how are you going to communicate? If you want to tell that something you do every day, you have to know, oh, how am I going to say that? Okay, there is a specific verb tense for that. If you want to say something you're going to do tomorrow, you cannot use the same thing you used to talk about what you do every day. So if you're going to do tomorrow, that's something that's still going to happen. So it's a little bit different. So knowing how to differentiate those verb tenses and knowing how to use them properly, it's going to help you towards fluency. Something you have to keep in mind. Before you start studying a grammar topic, first stop and think. Why am I studying this? What's the reason behind studying this topic? Okay, now that you know why you're learning that topic, the learning process is going to be way more effective. Why? Because you're going to be more motivated, because you have a goal in your mind and obviously you want to achieve it, right? Another point to mention is the consistency, okay? Sometimes the person, I'll study on the weekends, and then the person studies for hours, and then during the week he or she ends up not studying at all, and that's not effective. It's better to study every day 30 minutes than study one single day during the week for 6 hours. So the key word here is consistency. Okay, sometimes you might see people saying, that's good. Sometimes you might hear people saying, I've been studying English for 2 years, but I still can't speak it, I still can't write, I still can't do anything with the language. Then if you stop and ask the person, well, were you studying every day? How long were you studying? Okay, were you practicing? What were you doing? Sometimes the person is going to say, well, I was going to the class. Now, for last but not least, remember, it's very, very important, always review what you have learned so far. Okay, it's very, very important. I'm going to repeat again. Always review what you've learned so far. If you don't do that, your brain is going to throw away, it's going to discard most of the information you gathered until now. That's why it's so important. For instance, if you're studying 30 minutes every day, try to, take 10 minutes and use it to review what you studied yesterday. Okay, and then you use the 20 remaining minutes to see something new. and then tomorrow you do the same thing. You review what you saw today during the first 10 minutes, and then you see something new again, and then you keep the cycle going on and on. Okay guys, I guess that's it. That's all I have to say for now. So let's remember, why should we study grammar? Because it's going to help you communicate in a proper way, in a good way, especially for the ones who wish to achieve higher levels of proficiency. It's also important, remember, to know why are you studying that topic. Consistency, very important. Try to study every day, and forget and review what you studied. Always review. Okay, well, that's it for now, so take care. See you next time.